Hey everyone, let's continue with our second slide. We'll explain about our second UNICOASTER strategy, an example on any strategy. How do you write your strategy, your trading plan? This one we are done with it. Let me take my highlighter. We are done with the time simple strategy. Now we are going to a strategy so-called RSI simple strategy. So it means it's simply based on RSI. So what are we talking about? So if I open this document, if I click here, it says download. So let me double click. So it says download, right? But I don't need to download it because already it's downloaded, right? But the thing is, I'll give you a link. I'll provide this document on the resource, so you just need to download it. So let's get right into our strategy, right? So this RSI, its profile, it identifies, as I explained about, it identifies overbought and oversold conditions in the market. As I explained, the RSI is measured to a scale of 0 to 100. So in overbought, oversold currency pair, right, is an indication that the rising trend or a falling trend is likely to reverse, which means it's an opportunity to buy or sell, right? That's the profile. So this is what we call an RSI simple strategy that was formed here at UNICOASTER Trading Group in 2019, right? This is just a profile. You can get in touch with on our website. You just need to revisit this. But what is the trading setup? What are the setups that you need to check for? What are the conditions where you need to trade in, right? So the thing is, you use this RSI on this time frame. So trade on daily or day time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes. So it simply is a day trading strategy, right? So I usually trade on this time frame, these 4 time frames, right? So the important thing that you need to know is, let me illustrate here. So let's say these are markets that are moving, right? Let me take a highlight. These are markets that are moving. Please listen, pay attentively. I'm just an example. So these are markets that are moving. So here is your RSI. This is your RSI, this one. It's on a window down there, right? I will illustrate with a live example, so don't worry. So this is your RSI, right? It's moving. So it's measured from what? 0 to 100. 100. This is 0 to 100 scale, right? So we are saying that the RSI on this time frame, on daily time frame, right? If it's a daily time frame, it works perfectly on 30 to 70 level. So your levels that you need to take note when you're using a day time frame, if it's a day time frame, it should be 30 to 70, right? 30 to 70. Other time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15, right? Other time frame, right? Other time frame, as I said here, it's you use 20 and 8. So we are simply saying the RSI is you go to a shorter time frame, right? The RSI should be wider, right? You should consider a wider RSI. For daily, it should be tight. So the more you go to a smaller time frame, the more it becomes tight. That's why I'm saying it's for daily, use a level of 30 and 70. For other time frame which are lower, 20 and 80. You risk 2% as we agreed, right? What are the trading rules? So entry rules, how do you enter a trade? Enter long if the RSI crosses the 20 level heading up to the neutral. Okay, so what we are saying, let's talk about the lower time frame, the other time frames that I explained this, right? So the other ones I said it's we do this, I'll explain. So let's say this is 30, it's 70, right? This is 70 level. This is 70 level, this is a 30 level. You should listen here. So what I'm saying is, let's say what you need to consider for other time frame, which is 4 hour. What do you need to, how do you use this? So the market, let's say it's moving, so we know that when it crosses 30 level, it's now in a what, in what we are entering, it's now in an overbought condition, right? So if it's crossing this state, which means this is now an overbought, right? So we are saying for other time frame, which is 4 hour, right, you should wait for it to cross 20 level first. It crosses, you now know that it's in an overbought condition, so you need to wait. If it crosses what, 20 level, then you need to get in a position, your entry position is here on 30 when it's coming back, which showing that there is a trend reversal, right? That's what we are saying. So which means you need to buy if you are buying this position, which means there's a trend reversal or something, right? But at first you need to wait up until it crosses the 30 level, then it crosses crossing the 30 level. We said it only shows that it's in an overbought conditions, right? So you need to wait up until it crosses 2 levels. The first one is 30, then it went, right? When it's coming back, when it crosses back the 30 level, that's where you need to put an order of buy. So how do you know, should you wait for the market to cross here? Because it will take time in this zone, right? So what you need to do is you need to put, what is it, an alert here to say when it's crossing back, right? You can put an alert here, also an alert here, so to say when this RSI is crossing this 30 level, it should alert you, so that when you are doing something else, you come and place your trade. So indicator is just giving us something, right? So let's open our trading view, right? So our trading view, I'll show you, right? So that's what we are saying here. We are saying make sure it crosses the 20 level, right? Put a trend line alert on the 30 level. If triggered, prepare a position, right? That's what we are explaining here. If you want to go long, so this is for going long, right? So how do you put an RSI? As I explained, you go to indicators here, then you write RSI, relative strength indicator, the first one, you click here, right? So I'm saying this is an RSI, so you need to check if it works for the past historical data, right? As you can see, an example is here, right? Can you see our mouse? It's here, 19 April 2021 around 9, and the RSI, it crossed here, it crossed this 30 level, right? It shows that it's now in an overbought condition, but you need to, it's a 4 hour time frame, so we need to use 30 and 20, right? 30 and 20, because it's a 4 hour, 1 hour going down, it's a 2 levels, 30 and 20 for if you want to go long, right? For selling or shorting, use also 80 and 70. You do the same thing. You need to wait up until this market crosses 80 level, the 80 level, then when it's coming back this at this position, that's where you place your shorting, when it place your alert. So as you can see, it was crossing this 20 level, so you need to place an alert here. How do you place an alert? You double click. If you double click, you find this saying alert, right? So you click alert, right? That's how you place your alert. So it's RSI 74 crossing which value? We need to cross the value, this value, the third value, so it needs to give us an alert. So you write third, right? So only once per bar, what and so forth. Do you want to an open end like date? When do you need an expiration date, right? Notify on this app to when you are busy doing something, you should get a notification. It should show a pop-up, send an email. Just click this, whatever I want, you do this. I need both of us. Then you say create, right? So if you create, you see this line, it changes. If I do this, it shows that an alert relative index it's 14 crossing 30 on this current 4 hour. So it shows that there is an alert that if it's crossing this. So where do you find your alerts? Your alerts, if you come to this side, so you should see there is what we call alerts. See my mouse, if you click an alert, it shows them the alerts that are inactive. So this is an alert that is inactive. So if I come and click here, it shows that this is an alert that is inactive. So the moment it crosses, so these ones they've triggered, so you need the one that is green, this one. So that's how we put in alert. So if you have to place a trade here, right, a buy trade, you can see that you need to get out at a 60 level. You exit, you need to exit. You need to also to put an alert here to say that if it crosses this 60 level, you need to get out somewhere, maybe here, right? So we need to check for which pay it works, right? That's what I'm explaining here. So it's very important to understand. So make sure it crosses 20 level and put a trend line on that if it triggers, right? For other time frame, like I said, the lower time frame use 20 and 8, right? But you need to make sure that it crosses 30, right? So you have double levels that you need to work. So for shorting, make sure that it crosses 80. So you need to make sure that it crosses this 80 level. So let's say there's an 80 level here. So you need also to make sure that if it's 4 hour, you need to make sure that this comes here, this market comes and crosses 70, this crosses 80, then it comes back, then you wait. And so you don't need to keep on waiting for the markets to move until it crosses this. So you need to put what we call an alert somewhere here, so that if it crosses here, you get triggered, then you go and place your shorting position here, right? That's what we are saying. So how do you get out? Where do you exit your position, right? So you exit. For a stop loss, just put a stop loss just near a resistance or a support. This near resist, like I explained, a near resistance or support, so that you protect your downside. So your take profit, where is your take profit? So a take profit is you need to wait up until this RSI it crosses. If you are shorting, it should cross 40 level. If you are shorting, you should cross 40 level. If you are buying, you need to wait up until it crosses 60 level. Please do understand. If you are buying, it should cross 60. If you are shorting, wait up until. So you can put alerts on 40 and 60 to say if this RSI crosses 60 level and I'm buying here, I should get an alert so that you can close your position, right? So you don't need to put in a price on where you get out, right? You should put an alert. So make sure it crosses 80 level heading to what. So that's what it is. It's very easy to understand this RSI. So you just need to see where it works in the historical data. So if I click 1 hour, you can see 1 hour. If the RSI changes, you can see it's working perfectly. It crossed this 70 level here, then it goes up and it crossed 80 level, then it comes back. So you need to put an alert to say if it's crossing here, I should go and put a position at the same time here. So you see, from here to here you get out at 40 level. This is 40 level, which means you had made some profit. It's working perfectly. You don't want to do some shortcut to say if it's near 80 level. If it doesn't cross, you don't need to get in a position. What is a strategy? A strategy is a step that are followed, right? As you can see, it crossed. These are the position where you see it's crossed. So when it crossed here, it crossed the 20 level, it comes back, it crossed the 20 level, then it comes back. You put an alert. If when it's crossing here, you put what we call a buy order. You can see when you put your buy order, the market end up rising, then you get out your position at 60 level. Yeah, it hit a 60 level here at first, right? So which means you're supposed to get out from here. So you can see it was working perfectly. Let me check again. For this, it crossed here, right? Crossed here, then comes back. So let's say you put your position here, you put your next resistance, you find, but I'll do with an example, then it comes back. So let me show you with an example, maybe. So you need to understand this.